Okay, so it's a Saturday afternoon. I'm going camping for the weekend. It's a Tim River trip, and I got a couple portages in, so we'll see how that goes. Should take me a couple hours, but I think I'll be ready for before the sunset. So, this video was brought to you by Bob Marley's Exodus. I am in no way sponsored or affiliated. I just must have listened to it maybe like 7 times during the trip. Alright, so I'm gonna try something new this time. So I got a green screen behind me, so I'm gonna commentate on my video, and then anytime I have like a video, I can like overlay the video on this green screen. So ready? Watch this. It's pretty cool. So this weekend, my campsite was quite a ways in. It was on Papakwis Lake, and to get there, I had to go through 3 different lakes. So there was the Tim Lake, Shawshaw Lake, and then Mama Lake. The portages, one way came to about 1 kilometer. Then I had to do a couple trips, so it was probably about 2 to 3 kilometers of portaging for one day, which was, it was whatever. Also, during the trip, my bag broke, so you'll see that struggle, and yeah, it really sucked. This is gonna take forever. To be fair, this lake really wasn't that bad. It was super sunny. It wasn't that windy, so it was a breeze to get through. It did take some time, but I mean, it wasn't too bad overall. This rock is so cool. Look at this rock. I saw this. I saw these like remaining like ice chunks though. Like some of the, because Algonquin Park's pretty. I think it's pretty high up in elevation. Then a lot of ice just kind of remains in the woods. So you'll just come across like chunks of ice, which is really strange. So yeah, I saw some here. So all right, got my first portage haul right here. Taking most of it, and gonna leave the canoe, my paddle, and an extra bag for the end. Maybe my glasses here as well. So let's go. Let's see what it's like. As you can see, I brought my trusty, dusty running shoes. This trail seems to be all uphill. Mud and sticks. What is that? It's like a caterpillar coming out of the dirt. It's nice though. There's a nice stream over here. I feel like a camel. Feeling pretty good though. Just here in the woods, doing wood things. It's pretty chill, just walking back. Hit my second portage. Look at that, they're gonna do like the overhead. This is me walking. Made it. Shawshaw Lake was really nice. I would have stayed there if I could, but they didn't have any campsites there. But it was really easy to get through. It probably took me like 5-10 minutes, so. Oh yeah. Yeah, this bag's kind of broken. Alright, we'll see how it works. Alright, so it doesn't work. Okay. That's fine. I have an idea. This is gonna be weird, but it's what I gotta do, so. Alright. Okay. Alright. There we go. This here was Mama Lake. Mama Lake was super small too. It was a nice lake. I liked it a lot. It's at this point where you're kind of starting to feel like you're like quite in the woods. I mean, it would take you some time to get out, and you've already passed through 2 lakes, and you're not really seeing a lot of people there because there's not a lot of campsites to go to. So yeah, I liked it though. I think it was a good lake. I wish they had some campsites there. This portage here that I'm getting ready for was probably my favorite of the portages. I didn't really capture a lot of footage going in, but there are these nice like open areas, nice like streams and whatnot. And yeah, so probably my favorite. and it was good. As you can see, my bag is still not working. I'm trying to figure out some solutions. I ended up just having to like bear hug it and just, take a couple more trips, but it was whatever. It went into the trash the next day. There's nothing better than finally seeing your campsite. Just after a whole day of getting there, it's just the best feeling. So on my way back though, I came across this mud puddle and I tried to go through it, but it was a lot deeper than I thought it'd be, so I ended up just like sinking right through. It went past my knee, and it was like I almost lost my shoe too. But it was whatever. I mean, I just rinsed off in the lake. On the way back through the mud puddle though, I was like, "Oh no, I don't want to do this again." And then I realized I was just overcomplicating it. So the first thing I like to do once I got everything to my campsite is just immediately start setting up. Just that way, just in case there's like a storm or rain or anything, I'm not getting soaked. As you can see, I've gotten pretty good at setting up my tent. It literally took me 4 seconds to do. At this point of the evening, I'm pretty much chilling. I've started making some dinner. For dinner, I like to have steak. It's usually my go-to. And then so I didn't really bring any seasoning or anything. But then I had this idea where I would just crinkle some potato chips on over top. So kind of like steak and potatoes. It turned out pretty good, actually. I think it was pretty good. Probably wouldn't recommend it, but yeah. Okay, so my steak is looking pretty good right now. I'm gonna take a look at that. It's not too bad, eh? Not too bad, just a little charred. So that's looking pretty good. I think that's about a medium rare right there. I didn't bring any utensils. It's got some flavor. Yeah, it's pretty good. Just a little char. It's just a little crispy. Yeah, yeah, it's pretty good. Got my bag of pistachios. Watching the lake. Can't be better than this. Mm-hmm. 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 Talk about that. I like to call this segment correcting my dopamine system. I feel like I've been spending way too much time on my phone and it's getting really bad. So I just sat and just stared and breathed. And it felt really nice to just like not have any distractions. Check out these loons I saw. These loons I saw. These are pretty cool. If you've never seen a loon before, they're these giant like black duck looking things. And they have this like eerie like vibe to them. But they're just I don't know, they're pretty harmless as long as you don't like bother them. But they just there was two of them and they would just bob and like just float around the lake and yeah, they have a really cool call too. if you've never heard one before. I didn't really get up to too much at night. I kind of just went to bed. There's not really too much you can do when you're solo camping, so I just just pretty much just went to sleep. But check out this time lapse of the clouds I got before the night came. I always like to catch time lapses whenever I can. So oh, here is what the loons sound like. Now it's time to pack up. I slept all right the night before. I had just got I woke up to the rain. It rained quite a bit, so I was kind of wet waking up, but um yeah, it was a sunny day. I kind of slept in a little bit, but there were a couple canoers that came by. They didn't know about the mud. I tried to warn them, but I ended up hearing one of the canoes fall, and then the guy was pretty mad. So yeah. There's a tree in the way. This wasn't here last time. Like I walked through this path yesterday. Like you can tell you can walk through it because where the track, like the mud is. I probably even have it on film last time. It was Bigfoot. I saw some really cool fungi that I had to take a video of. It was really cool. It was there was a stream coming down from the hill, and there was a log, and the fungi were growing from the log, and they were really big and red. And I just thought it was a really cool like scene to take a video of. If I was a Smurf, I would live there. This is how much rain my canoe picked up. It's quite a bit actually. If you see my lunch bag, I carry around a battery, like a set of batteries, and some blocks and wires. This is usually what it looks like. It's just all my stuff, but I have this battery here, and it helps me power everything. So I've been charging my GoPros and my phone with this. And it's been pretty good so far. It's at 68% remaining, and I've just been like charging whatever, whenever. So yeah, I mean, it definitely keeps it easier because these batteries, I find they don't last that long. And I mean, it's whatever with this, but it's just like, it's kind of annoying just having to carry a bunch of these around. They're easy to lose too. So you can't really lose this battery here, but it works well because I have other things I have to charge. So just having something like this to bring more power in is pretty convenient. I kept this video in because I saw this bird and it was really cool. It would like glide, and then it would like, what it would do is it would like flip over and then like tuck itself in, and then it would like flip back over and start gliding again. And it was like the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Oh yeah, this right here was the portage that I was talking about. Just super nice and open, and you could see forever, and it was super sunny. So I liked it a lot. There were some nice streams too. And my shoes weren't really working that well, so I just kind of like walked barefoot, and then yeah, it was nice. I didn't capture a whole lot on the final lake, cause it sucked. It sucked. I had to, because the wind was picking up, right, and it was coming straight from where I was trying to go, and so when every time the wind would pick up and I tried to paddle against it, I would just end up further back than I started. So so I had to start. I had to like wait for the wind to die down, paddle as fast as I could, and then when the wind would pick up, literally just like hold myself in place. And I'd have to and what was supposed to be maybe like 45 minutes turned out to be like 2 hours. So in this video you can see that like my canoe literally like takes like turns left without me even like doing anything. So it was pretty brutal. Not gonna lie. But when I finally got to that dock, it was the nicest feeling ever. I swear when I lied down on the dock, I heard like three joints break in my or crack in my back, and I was just so happy to be on ground again and just kind of wrap up my camping trip. I pretty much just kind of packed up. I didn't really spend too much time anymore, but yeah, so I just kind of packed up and left. But yeah, that being said, it was I was really happy to go on this trip. I think I just kind of needed to just like get out, kind of step away for a bit, and be to myself. And I had a really good time. I really appreciated it. I think we're all just kind of a lot of us are kind of just struggling with our attention, and so just having some time to just be away from distractions, be away from like responsibilities or like any struggles or any you know having time away from my ego was really good too, because I just kind of needed some time to just kind of let go of everything and just kind of get my ass handed to me by nature. So yeah. So that wraps up my video. Thank you everyone who watches it. If you have anything, if you want to leave a comment or anything, you can do that. Doesn't really matter too much to me. Uh, but yeah, thank you. I plan on making some more videos. I know Ray and I are gonna hang out this week, so we'll have that. We'll have something fun for you guys soon. And yeah,